From a football stadium floating 350 meters in the air to the largest arena in the Middle East with 92,000 seats, this is Saudi Arabia's vision for the 2034 FIFA World Cup. 15 state-of-the-art stadiums across 5 cities, 11 built from scratch, with a budget exceeding $20 billion. But here's the billion-dollar question. Can they actually pull this off? To understand how Saudi Arabia became the host for 2034, we need to understand FIFA's continental rotation system. This policy ensures that different regions get opportunities to host the World Cup, preventing any single continent from dominating. When one continent hosts the tournament, they cannot host again for the next 2 cycles. Here's how the timeline worked. North America will host the 2026 World Cup across the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Then came the unprecedented 2030 decision. For the first time in World Cup history, FIFA awarded the tournament to 3 different continents simultaneously. South America will host the opening games in Uruguay, Argentina, and Paraguay to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the first World Cup in Uruguay. Meanwhile, Spain, Portugal, and Morocco will host the main tournament across Europe and Africa. This extraordinary arrangement meant that Africa, South America, and Europe were all eliminated from hosting 2034 due to the rotation policy. Only Asia and Oceania remained eligible, but since 3 continents had already been involved in 2030, FIFA interpreted this as Asia being the only viable option for 2034. But here's where the controversy begins. FIFA gave potential bidders just 1 month to submit their applications. To understand how unusual this is, consider that Qatar spent over 3 years developing their bid for 2022, investing an estimated $200 million in the bidding process alone. Australia, the only other potential bidder with the infrastructure and capability to host, immediately withdrew, stating that 1 month was insufficient time to prepare a comprehensive bid. This left Saudi Arabia as the sole candidate, essentially guaranteeing their victory before any formal evaluation process. Critics worldwide have called this process manipulative and designed specifically to ensure Saudi Arabia's success. Reports suggest that FIFA President Gianni Infantino was instrumental in structuring the bidding timeline to favor the kingdom. But the concerns go far deeper than just the bidding. All eyes are now on Saudi Arabia's human rights record, and the warning signs are hard to ignore. Qatar faced intense global backlash in the run-up to 2022 after reports emerged of over 6,500 migrant worker deaths linked to World Cup construction. Now, the spotlight shifts to Saudi Arabia. Their kafala system controls workers. They can't change jobs or leave the country without their employer's approval. Rights groups call it modern slavery. The kingdom also forces people from their homes for projects. 3 tribesmen got death sentences for refusing to leave their land for Neom. Human rights groups told FIFA to stop Saudi Arabia's bid completely. FIFA said human rights are only medium risk and the 10-year timeline allows improvements. And so, on December 11, 2024, Saudi Arabia was officially confirmed as host of the 2034 FIFA World Cup, a tournament that now stands as the crown jewel of the kingdom's ambitious Vision 2030 agenda. But the question remains, will the global spotlight of the World Cup drive real reform, or will it simply whitewash the record of a regime long accused of suppressing freedoms and violating basic rights? The Saudi capital will serve as the tournament's beating heart, hosting 8 stadiums, more than any other city. Currently, only 2 stadiums exist and will be renovated, while 6 completely new venues are planned. To put this in perspective, Qatar built only 7 new stadiums for their entire tournament. Saudi Arabia is building 6 brand new venues in Riyadh alone. Let's start with the crown jewel, the King Salman International Stadium. This architectural masterpiece will be the largest stadium in the Middle East, with a mind-boggling capacity of 92,000 spectators. That's 3,000 more seats than Qatar's Lusail Stadium, which was considered massive at 89,000. Designed by Populous, the same architects behind Qatar's most iconic venues, this stadium will host both the opening ceremony and the World Cup final. The stadium's design draws inspiration from the mountainous landscape surrounding Riyadh, creating a structure that appears to emerge naturally from the desert terrain. Located strategically near King Khalid International Airport, it's designed to handle the massive influx of international visitors. Construction is scheduled for completion in late 2029, giving organizers 5 years to perfect every detail. Moving just slightly west, you'll find the Prince Mohammed bin Salman Stadium, a venue packed with futuristic technology. Its entire exterior is wrapped in LED screens, creating a science fiction atmosphere that can change for each event. What makes this stadium truly unique is its completely retractable roof and pitch system. With the push of a button, this venue transforms from an outdoor football stadium into an indoor arena. With a capacity of 46,000, it's designed to host up to third-place playoff matches and will be completed by 2032. Next is New Maraba Stadium, which takes inspiration from the acacia tree. Its design replicates the layered, overlapping planes and peeling texture of the tree's bark, creating a structure that resembles a living organism. Located near the giant cube development currently under construction, this 45,000-seat venue will anchor the New Maraba downtown district in northwest Riyadh. Moving west across the city, you'll find Roshan Stadium, one of the most visually striking venues of the tournament. This crystal-inspired structure will literally glow at night through innovative lighting systems that will make it visible from miles away. With a capacity of 46,000, this venue will host group stage and knockout round matches. Now, let's look at the two existing venues being renovated. The King Fahd Sports City Stadium is known for its distinctive fabric roof, resembling traditional Bedouin tents. This stadium will be expanded to 70,000 spectators, making it eligible to host semi-final matches according to FIFA guidelines. The renovation will be completed by 2032. The King Saud University Stadium will see its capacity increased from the current 26,000 to 46,000 seats to meet FIFA compliance standards. The expansion will be completed by 2032, ensuring the venue can handle World Cup crowds while continuing to serve the university community. The remaining two new venues complete Riyadh's impressive lineup. The South Riyadh Stadium draws inspiration from Salmani architectural style unique to Saudi Arabia, featuring locally sourced materials and energy-efficient systems. With a capacity of 46,865, construction began recently and is expected to be completed by 2027. Finally, the Prince Faisal bin Fahd Sports City Stadium is unique among the venues. It's an existing stadium that will be completely demolished and rebuilt rather than renovated. The new structure will feature traditional architectural motifs from Saudi Arabia's central region while incorporating modern FIFA standards. With a capacity of 46,000, it's currently under construction in East Riyadh. Riyadh's transformation extends beyond stadiums. The city is simultaneously developing one of the world's largest sustainable metro systems, with 6 lines spanning 176 kilometers. Compare this to Qatar, which built just 3 metro lines totaling 76 kilometers for their World Cup. And now we reach the most ambitious, controversial, and seemingly impossible venue of them all. The Neom Stadium, described by FIFA as the most unique stadium in the world. This venue will be built 350 meters above ground, integrated into the roof of the line. A 170-kilometer linear city that's currently under construction. Let that sink in for a moment. A football stadium, suspended in the sky, accessible only through high-speed lifts and driverless vehicles, hosting 46,000 spectators who will watch matches while literally floating above the desert landscape. The Neom Stadium will be part of the line's first section, known as the Hidden Marina, featuring a man-made harbor with a large arch for boat passage. The stadium's LED-lit roof will resemble cracked glass, creating a mirror effect above visitors in a honeycomb-like design. But here's where reality meets ambition. The line itself has faced significant challenges. Originally planned to house 9 million residents along its full 170-kilometer length, reports suggest the project has been scaled back dramatically. The first phase, initially targeting 1.5 million residents by 2030, may now focus on a 2.4-kilometer segment housing around 300,000 people. The NEOM Stadium will run entirely on renewable energy from wind and solar sources, anchoring a sports-focused neighborhood adjacent to a health and well-being district and university. Construction is planned to begin in 2027, with completion expected by 2032. The engineering challenges are staggering. How do you evacuate 46,000 people from a stadium 350 meters in the air? How do you handle emergency services? The logistics of managing tens of thousands of spectators in a space just 200 meters wide creates unprecedented challenges. Yet Saudi officials remain committed to this vision, driven by the pressure of hosting the World Cup and the broader goals of Vision 2030. On Saudi Arabia's eastern coast lies the Aramco Stadium, a 47,000-capacity venue that represents a perfect marriage of location and design. While Qatar's stadiums averaged 4 to 5 years of construction time, this venue is being built in just 2 years. Construction began in July 2024, with completion expected by 2026, 8 years before the World Cup even begins. This early completion allows it to host the 2027 AFC Asian Cup, providing crucial testing that Qatar never had before their tournament. Originally designed by Populous, the stadium features overlapping sail-like forms inspired by natural whirlpools off the Saudi coast. The structure celebrates the sea's dynamic nature through wave motifs that blend seamlessly with the coastal landscape. The location offers strategic advantages: proximity to the world's largest airport by surface area, and easy accessibility from Riyadh via the Dammam railway station. Post-2034, the stadium will become the permanent home for Al Qadsiya FC, currently ranked in the top 5 of the Saudi Pro League. The historic Red Sea coastal city of Jeddah will host 4 stadiums, combining the kingdom's rich heritage with cutting-edge modern design. This UNESCO World Heritage Site location adds cultural significance to the sporting spectacle. The King Abdullah Sports City Stadium, originally built in 2014, will undergo extensive renovations to meet 2034 standards. With a current capacity of 62,000, this venue already serves as home to Al Ittihad and Al Ahly football clubs. Unlike Qatar's venues that struggled to find permanent tenants post-World Cup, this stadium already has established teams and regular attendance. North of the city, the King Abdullah Economic City Stadium will serve as the centerpiece of a special economic zone that's been developing for 2 decades. This new 45,000-seat venue features an organic design inspired by Red Sea coral reefs, creating a structure that celebrates the region's marine heritage. The stadium will be surrounded by hotels, mixed-use spaces, and a sports clinic. The Qiddiya Coast Stadium introduces an innovative concept: modular capacity. Designed to seat 46,000 during the World Cup, its upper tiers can be completely removed post-tournament, reducing capacity to 25,000. This flexibility allows the venue to host everything from professional football matches to esports competitions and concerts. The Jeddah Central Development Stadium will literally be built right in the middle of the city. The design integrates traditional architecture from the nearby Al Balad district, creating a seamless blend of old and new. This venue will be connected to Jeddah's extensive bus network and the Haramain high-speed railway that runs from Medina to Mecca. In southwestern Saudi Arabia, the mountain city of Abha represents the tournament's commitment to bringing world-class football beyond major population centers. The King Khalid University Stadium will undergo a significant expansion, increasing capacity from 22,000 to 45,000 seats. This refurbishment project focuses on adding a new west stand while modernizing infrastructure throughout the facility. The upgrade preserves the venue's historical significance while bringing it up to FIFA's stringent standards. Located southeast of Abha City, the stadium maintains access to nearby sports facilities and the Dalagan Park Nature Reserve. The city's selection wasn't arbitrary. Abha's International Airport provides easy access from both the city center and the stadium, while the cooler mountain climate offers relief from Saudi Arabia's typically extreme temperatures. Work on this upgrade is scheduled to begin in 2030 and complete by 2032. The scale of Saudi Arabia's 2034 World Cup ambitions comes with an equally massive price tag. Conservative estimates suggest the stadium construction alone will cost between $15 to $20 billion. To put this in perspective, Qatar spent approximately $220 billion on their entire World Cup infrastructure, making it the most expensive tournament in history. But can these numbers be trusted? Qatar's final costs exceeded initial projections by over 300%. Will Saudi Arabia face similar cost overruns, especially with projects as complex as the NEOM Stadium? The timeline pressure is immense. Qatar had 12 years to prepare for their World Cup and still faced significant delays and cost overruns. Saudi Arabia has just 9 years to complete projects that are far more ambitious and technically complex. The Aramco Stadium in Al Khobar leads progress, with construction underway since July 2024 and completion scheduled for 2026. But the NEOM Stadium won't even begin construction until 2027, leaving just 5 years to complete the world's most ambitious stadium project. The construction challenges are staggering. The simultaneous demand for materials, labor, and equipment across 11 new stadiums could lead to supply shortages and cost inflation. Weather conditions in Saudi Arabia's extreme climate limit construction hours and require specialized safety protocols. The kingdom faces potential labor shortages despite implementing large-scale training programs and importing expertise from other countries. Human rights concerns add another layer of complexity. The first migrant worker death was already reported in March 2025 during Aramco Stadium construction. Human Rights Watch and other organizations continue monitoring labor practices as an estimated 500,000 additional migrant workers are expected to be involved in World Cup-related construction. The kingdom has less than a decade to complete what typically takes 15 to 20 years of development. Yet, Saudi Arabia demonstrates serious commitment, simultaneously developing infrastructure for the 2027 AFC Asian Cup, 2029 Asian Winter Games, and 2030 World Expo. The question remains, can ambition overcome the practical realities that challenged even Qatar's simpler projects? The world is watching as Saudi Arabia tries to turn bold architectural visions into reality. Whether these dreams become engineering marvels or cautionary tales will depend on how well ambition is balanced with execution in the years ahead. But here's the ultimate question. Can Saudi Arabia actually build a football stadium in the sky while constructing 14 other world-class venues simultaneously? The next decade will provide the definitive answer to this unprecedented construction challenge. What do you think? Are these stadium projects genuinely revolutionary, or are they expensive symbols that may not deliver on their promises? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this deep dive into Saudi Arabia's World Cup ambitions fascinating, hit that like and subscribe button for more content about football stadiums.